It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and it's day 2 in Santee of a 6-day project. We had some technical difficulties yesterday, so I apologize there was no day 1 video, but we're going to catch you right on up. So here on day 2, we did receive a delivery from Waterwise Botanicals. I got some beautiful Aeonium sunburst, my Portulacaria afra variegatas, aloe brevifolia, some very beautiful mature aloe vera. I got a few aloe ferox, a big bertha, a yucca rostrata, a couple of big beautiful mangaves, and some other columnar cactus, and what looks to be another bertha, right? Just smaller. Look at the blooms on her. So I do have an additional delivery coming from Brandon, a big delivery coming from Brandon from Desert Theater right around lunchtime. But right now, let me show you the front. I didn't have the heart to chop down this crepe myrtle. It's so beautiful and it's so perfect, and crepe myrtles are very, very drought tolerant. And you need to remember we are in Santee, bordering lakeside, so it gets hot out here, and these trees love this environment. So we're going to work around us a crepe myrtle tree. And the rest, we will irrigate it, but the rest of this area in front of the new fence that they had installed is going to be a beryl colony. So we'll be bringing in probably about 2 to 3 yards of soil for this area. We'll stage boulders, and then we'll do what we do with our beryl cactus. Looks like there are some sprinklers out here that Greg will have to dig out and cap, and we will run subterranean drip around the canopy of this crepe myrtle for irrigation. So yesterday we showed up to 15 yards of soil that were dropped, 20 yards of soil that were dropped basically in this area right in here. And that big piece of equipment that you saw out front is a little bobcat with a fork attachment and a bucket. So Greg thought that would be a really good idea when manipulating this much soil and boulders of this size. This is 15 ton of boulder. So what we started with was just kind of getting an idea or a sense of where I wanted the money in this area. And it, as I've told you, kind of takes on its own life. Once you start manipulating the soil a bit, moving the boulders around, it'll tell you. So I'm really liking the way this is flowing. We will continue to make some manipulation in here. Obviously, these boulders over here, none of them have been staged yet. And there will be, planting space in this area here. But this will be quite open in the front here with a lot of really, really beautiful specimens. You'll notice there's no power lines, there's no other messy trees to contend with, and I can go crazy in this area right here, planting pretty much whatever I want. I found some really, really beautiful pots at Waterwise Botanical. So I brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 pots that I will stage on the patio. This yard see this is on an easement down below, and what you see on the other side of this fence was basically this whole area all in here. It was just a hot mess of stuff. It's very unappealing to the client. So I suggested the fence. So they removed a lot of this that was in here, and we got our beautiful fence. We're going to start a flagstone pathway right about here, and it's going to come out. So this area here will be mounded. The pathway will meander through here. We'll have mounding over here. Oh my gosh, you guys are so quick. And then the guys are digging out for a fountain. This window is her kitchen window where she does her dishes. So we wanted the fountain to be what she saw when she looked out the window. And by planting it this far into the garden, it becomes part of the garden, not an accessory to it or an afterthought. So the I'm looking at mounds, the pathway will come behind it. And we'll have plant, and the pathway will pick back up over here. That way, in front of the window, it's not going to be cut up with pathway. This will all just be beautifully planted. You can see we have an irrigation superhighway we're dealing with over there that Greg is in the process of doing a lot of making changes. Some of those valves are dead now. This used to all be grass years ago, so we capped numerous sprinklers and won't need near the irrigation, obviously. So this area is feeling good. We're gonna have the pathway run through here. Then this, you know, we're getting our bearings with the boulders in this area here. This is the client's rose garden. That will stay the way it is. I will be doing some xeriscopic planting back here with cacti. It will be level. I'm not going to build that up. And we will finish this whole area here all the way up to the little pony wall with top dressing rock. So this will look good. And then we're going to end it at the edge of the patio. And that's phase one. This is a very, very, very large yard. And there will be one, possibly two more phases in this project before we're done. But do we have our work cut out for us or what? Better get back to it. Much progress made today. We got rid of all 20 yards of soil. Sent Greg back to get 3 more.
Almost 30 yards of soil.
Yeah, we're working with around 30 yards of soil at this point. Greg just went and picked up some more boulders in the trailer over there. And those are the plants we still have to work in. Remember, the golden barrels are going out in front of the fence for my barrel colony. And some of those plants are going to be put in pots. So, yeah, but we basically just have to make homes for the little aloes and the portulacarias and the brevifolias and the sunbursts. But we've got the bones in, guys. Look at this. See, like I told you, this area is going to be just park-like, and there aren't going to be formal flagstone pathways through here. It would just be walk-on gravel. And this is just a gorgeous specimen garden. So we're not going to be doing a whole lot more in here. I still, I may add in a few, you know, a barrel here or there, but for the most part, I'm feeling really good about this. Look at this Rostrata from Waterwise. It's one of the most beautiful little specimens I've ever laid my eyes upon. Perfect. It is. It's just a perfect little ball of happiness. I love, love, love that. So we had a delivery from Brandon from Desert Theater. We got some Berthas. We've got a pink one, and we've got this beautiful white one. Our pathway, as you knew from earlier today, is going to start here, and now you can see where I have it kind of, you can see it now, right? We've got our boulders, our big boulders all staged. These Aeonium sunbursts, they're not going there. We just stuck them over there because it's nice and shady. Some of them are going to go over there, but not all of them. So the pathway with the flagstones will weave through here. Still finish work to be done with smaller plants and portulacarias and smaller boulders, but you kind of getting the idea. We are going to stage a concrete bench right here as soon as Daddy's done and we can bury all this irrigation. It's shady. The view is spectacular. She'll be able to see the fountain, and she'll be able to look to the right and see her beautiful specimen garden and her fruit orchard down to the left. It's just the perfect spot for the bench. Fountain here. Path wraps around. And remember, I told you we were going to work in this area here. So I'm just noticing right now, I still need to pop in a couple of things back there. We'll have to see what we've got left. Or maybe I take that green cactus and move it over.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah, we don't really need a cactus right there. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah, Mel didn't know. I just said behind.
No, that's where I told him to put it. I forgot about all of this. So yeah, we've got to get this all leveled, get all the irrigation capped out here, but more of this kind of thing. Yeah. Better. Then this will all be smoothed out. I'll be rocked. He'll be able to enjoy all of his little roses. He can figure out where he wants to put his potted fruit trees. We're going to really take advantage of this shady area. Maybe this would be a really neat place to do some tapestry work, huh? Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. A little soft tapestry through here. Love. Okay. Yeah, all right, so we're about ready to wrap it up on day 2. We have 6 full days here, and we're going to need every one of them. This is a huge installation. Thanks so much for following, guys. And remember, there's only a week left to register for the Tapestry Zoom 101 2.0 on Saturday, April 20th at 11 a.m. So go to my website at lauraeubanks.com and register if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you there. This has been Laura of Design for Serenity, reporting from Santee, California with day 2 and your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.